Go 8-point game. Get a stop here in the basket, and it gets a little interesting. Get a stop here. If you get a stop here, it gets a little interesting. Is this one a moral victory too, guys? Huh? Is this one a moral victory? Remember a couple nights ago, I came out here and I fought back against the narrative some Mavs fans were pushing. The loss a couple nights ago, Wednesday night, we're like, hey man, moral victory. It's a moral victory. Good job, guys. You lost the game, but you know what? We're proud of you. Everyone get your fucking orange slices. Grab your Capri Sun in the locker room. Great job, everyone. And I said, no. This is no moral victory. And I had some Mavs fans that were upset at me. I had some Suns fans that were upset at me for saying that. I don't know why. But do we still think that's a moral victory? Because I said the Suns honestly played pretty poorly on Wednesday night. They did. And they left the door open for you to win the game. You had the lead in the fourth quarter, and you blew it. That's not a moral victory. And tonight you do the same exact thing. This one was bad. Like, this one was... It's hard to feel anything about this game. Great. I haven't seen any Mavs fan call this a moral victory. So, you know, it's a straw man argument. But, damn. You had, what, was it a 6-point lead going into the fourth quarter? And you just get throttled. I mean, the Mavs just got absolutely throttled in the fourth quarter of this game. 33-20 was the score in the fourth quarter in favor of the Suns. I think a lot of that is even stat padding at the end of the game for the Mavs, where they like weirdly made it a 6-point game at one point, and it looked like they were about to get another turnover. But this one was ugly. Like the fourth quarter was a disaster. Offensively, Brunson played horrible in the second half of this game. Don't want to go too hard on him because he's being asked to play a role that he just isn't. And you look at the numbers, 18 points, 10 assists, 2 turnovers. That's good, right? But in the second half of this game, the offense could not do anything because they did not have a playmaker. They didn't have a true playmaker. They didn't have anybody who could initiate an offense. Brunson was dribbling the air out the ball, throwing grenades, horrible possessions, getting blocked, you know, stuff like that at the end of the game. Is this an example of one right here? Is this an example of a horrible possession, or is this a good one? Wait, this is from a couple of nights ago. What the hell am I even... I was about to say, this does not look right. That was from a couple of nights ago. Here's what I'm talking about. Just a not good possession. Brunson is taking like a wild out-of-control drive, and it gets blocked. It gets blocked by D-Book. Like, that's kind of what we saw at the end of this game. The offense just couldn't get anything going. Brunson was dribbling the air out of the ball. Just dribbling the air out of the ball, taking uncharacteristic shots like he was Luka Doncic. They weren't going. And the offense just... It was just a disaster class, man. It's hard to... Like, I understand no Luka, right? You're going up against the hottest team in the league. The Suns have now won 11 straight games. They look really, really good. It's hard to feel good about this one, man. Like, it's hard to come away with too many positives when you blow chances like the Mavs did tonight. You know, no matter who's playing, no matter who's on the floor, no matter who's in, who's out. If you're leading in the fourth quarter, these are games that you want to win. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You could be the Orlando Magic going up against the Golden State Warriors. If you're leading in the fourth quarter and you end up losing, it doesn't feel good. It's not a moral victory. You blew it. You blew it, and the Mavs did it again tonight. It was just a complete and total slaughter. CP3 went nuts in the fourth quarter of this game. And I saw an interesting tweet about this is why the Mavs were playing zone in the fourth quarter of the game on Wednesday night. I remember a couple nights ago, you know, we were like, myself included, like, dude, what the hell was that zone? That was disgusting. But somebody pointed out it's because Chris Paul would eat the zone alive. I'm sorry, Chris Paul eats, you know, man defense alive whenever he gets to his spots in the mid-range like this. And that's why they employed the zone. So, it makes sense, right? Chris Paul was just going nuts tonight, and when he gets in a zone like that, there's next to nothing you can do. He's one of the best players of all time, one of the best offensive players of all time. When he gets into his zone like that, there's just really not much you can do except hit your open threes. You know, you hit your open threes, you have a chance. But Reggie Bullock just continues to brick wide open shots. At some point, man, he's going to have to start hitting at some point. At some point, those threes have got to start hitting the bottom of the net and going in, and not airball bottom of the nets. Going into the net and going out to the bottom. AKA make the fucking shots. That's what I'm trying to get at. At some point, Reggie Bullock is going to have to start hitting his shots, man. He could take a lesson or two from Willie Cauley-Stein. Seriously. Willie Cauley-Stein going to have to start giving, you know, shooting lessons to these guys. Willie Cauley-Stein hit 2 jumpers tonight. Is that what you want? You want Willie Cauley-Stein to be your best jump shooter? Or do you want to be a serious basketball organization? Make up your mind, guys. Make up your mind. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to go like too hard on this team or anything like that because, again, it's tough to win. It's tough to win against a very good team on the road, regardless, especially a team that owns you. The Suns absolutely own the Mavericks. But without your best player, it's going to be really hard to win. But again, you lead in the fourth quarter, you expect to win those games. That's just really what it comes down to. Again, Brunson played really good in the first half of this game, and he had really nice passes. You know, it's like, man, Brunson's playmaking is really taking that leap that we all thought. And then he has moments like in the second half, we were like, okay. You're like, all right, Brunson is not a point guard. You know, he's like a combo guard, whatever, but he just can't run an offense. And that's okay. That's not why he's here. It's just another sign that the Mavs desperately need another creator, another ball handler who can run things when Luka's not on the floor or Luka's not playing. Because while Brunson's taking a step forward, it's just still not him. Tim Hardaway Jr. continues the Tim Hardaway Jr. experience, but granted, typically it's like game by game basis with Tim Hardaway, where it's like, all right, Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to go 2 of 11 tonight and be horrible, or he's going to go 7 of 12 and score 30 points, right? It's either one or the other. This year, it's like, okay, Tim Hardaway Jr. has a horrible start to the game, but he actually picks it up in the second half and then is horrible again towards the end of the fourth quarter. So he's kind of been inconsistent inside of games this year. I don't know which one I would rather prefer, to be honest with you. But he had, a big run in the second quarter and the third quarter, which was a big reason why the Mavs even had the lead that they did. But then, he kind of disappeared in the fourth quarter of the game. I mean, everybody disappeared in the fourth quarter. It was a brutal fourth quarter. It just was. No offense or buts about it. And Frank, I do want to shout out Frank. I thought he played well. The numbers don't look great for Frank. 4 points on 0 of 7 from the field. But I thought that he played good, honestly. I thought he played good defense. He had 5 assists. I just kind of like what I saw from Frank, even though the numbers, it's like the opposite of Brunson. Brunson's numbers don't look terrible, but I'm like, I'm leaving the game from Brunson that fourth quarter was bad. Frank's numbers look pretty bad on paper, but after watching the game, I was like, yeah, Frank did not play that bad at all. Dwight Powell's out here doing nothing. Willie Cauley-Stein has 8 points on 3 of 3 shooting. Can't really shit on him tonight as much as you might want to. Again, Reggie Block, 0 of 5 from 3. He's got to start hitting his shots. Sterling Brown, I thought, actually played pretty decent. Trey Burke could have been better. Josh Green at the end of the game. You guys know I love Josh Green. You guys know I do, but God, he was poking it out of bounds. He was fouling at the end. I was like, dude, we're trying to end this game so we can all get drunk. It's Friday night. We're trying to end this game so we can all get drunk, so we can forget that we're fans of this franchise. All right. So let's get the show on. No, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna hate on Josh Green for hustling there at the end of the game. Booker played poorly tonight. Don't let these numbers fool you. Devin Booker was just unapologetically stat padding at the end of this game. It was actually hilarious. The Suns had the game wrapped up. Devin Booker was shooting 3, fadeaway jump shot, trying to get assists. It was some pretty unapologetic stat padding at the end of this game for Devin Booker. Chris Paul had 14 assists again. He had 14 assists last night. He did have 5 turnovers though, so the Mavs didn't get 14-0 like they did last night. But again, he went off in the second half of this game. Ayton did next to nothing. I know I see 17 rebounds, but I just didn't feel Ayton's impact on the game, really. I would feel very uncomfortable maxing DeAndre Ayton. That's just the way that I feel. JaVale McGee played fantastic in this game. I'm telling you guys, JaVale McGee would be by far the Mavs' best center. He played great tonight. Cam Johnson was really good off the bench. Mikal Bridges was absolutely phenomenal. 19 points on 7 of 7 shooting. I absolutely love Mikal Bridges, man. This was a really nice pass from CP3. And a nice finish from Mikal Bridges underneath the basket. Again, I love Mikal Bridges. He's a very, very good player. Here he is hitting a 3 right here. Went perfect from the field. He's one of the best transition players in the league. Just fits like a glove alongside Chris Paul and Devin Booker. This is a good Suns team, man. And again, there's no, in a vacuum, there's no shame in losing to a team like the Suns on the road without your best player. No shame whatsoever. It's just pathetic fourth quarter performances 2 nights in a row that really sting. That really, really sting. And that's why I'm not like, woo! Great job, guys. Everyone go get your fucking Capri Suns. It's not a moral victory to me. And again, I don't see too many Mavs fans saying it's a moral victory. All right, Mavs play again on Sunday. It does sound like Luka's going to play in this game. That's kind of what I thought. It kind of seemed like Luka was going to miss the Phoenix games. It seems like he should be back against this Clippers team. Luka did not look happy at all on the bench at the end of this game. I mean, this Suns franchise just owns Luka Doncic. They just do. Ever since Luka got on the Mavs just cannot beat this team. I don't know what it is, but I'm hopefully we get a pissed off Luka. I don't know. Maybe these 2 losses suck, but maybe it'll spark some life in this team to get their head out of their ass when the fourth quarter arrives. We'll see. You could see. I know there's been a lot of hubbub about Luka's on-off numbers this year and how, oh my God, the Mavs are X amount of points better when Luka's off the floor. But you can see at the end of these past 2 games, the team desperately needs somebody who can run the offense. So they just don't have it. Brunson's just not really there yet. He's just not that guy, unfortunately. But that's all I got. Hard to be too mad at this team, but I mean, it's pretty easy actually after these fourth quarter collapses. All right, they play on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central Time against the Clippers. These afternoon games are always weird. I feel like the Mavericks are good in them trying to think off the top of my head. It seems like the Mavericks are kind of good at these afternoon games. But I will be going live this game. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We stream every single Mavericks game. You don't want to miss it. You never know what you're going to see. The streams are crazy. The Cowboys play at the same time on Sunday. That's going to be hectic. I'm telling you, we're going to watch both. We're going to watch both games, so make sure you are here for that. Talk to you guys later, all right? Enjoy your Friday night.